Hi, we're going to walk through a demo of the Howlite payments platform. This demo is using a off-the-shelf shopping cart called WooCommerce. So we'll go through the checkout shopping experience and process, adding products into the shopping cart. We'll hit checkout. And at the point of checkout, everything looks very familiar to an end user, customer. They put in their billing address, shipping address, all the data that's needed. So this typically does not change. Whatever the merchant has, they have. And here we're showing how a merchant can accept a Howlite enabled payment card. So this is again purely for demo purposes, but really the merchant doesn't have to showcase the Howlite brand. It's any credit card, debit card that's been Howlite enabled can be routed through the payment system. Again, the same information is needed. And once the user hits the place order, this transaction goes from this merchant to Howlite that's being powered by Hedera out to the financial systems and then comes back with a successful response. Now let's see what's really happening behind the scenes because there's a lot going on while things were appearing to be very similar on the front end. So we're looking at the Hashcan Hedera view. Basically, we're going to go through, look at the transaction that we just did for $1.80. Basically, the transaction went from Howlite into Hedera as a crypto token transfer, and basically there was a transaction fee that was taken out of the payment, and the goes into a payment processing fee. So this is associated charges you can look at out of the $1.80 for this transaction. The specific service fee was a penny. We saw the transaction on the Hedera network. Now let's see behind the scenes on the financial systems how the transaction looks like. So we're looking at a Stripe account here. Let's go to the transaction we just completed for $1.80. You can see the transaction came through. All the details are there. It's a WooCommerce order. Processing fee was a penny. It goes to the Bancor account that's this account is tied to. Just for comparison's sake, so let's look at another transaction I made for $1.50. Now this was using a Visa, MasterCard traditional payment card rails, and you can see all the transaction details. And then you can also look at the service fee or the transaction fee here is 34 cents on $1.80. So this is the potential of what Howlite brings to the table with the power of Web3 and DLT. Now let's look at the end user's mobile banking app, and this app is a Chime application logging into my account. Let's look at the transaction. You can actually see that WooCommerce transaction. Let's see what Howlite is solving for. Cost is definitely a big component, which using Hedera, especially with the security biometrics, we can bring the cost down significantly. The other big thing is the Durbin Regulation 2. More information is available on the main presentation on why this is such a key thing where merchants have to support multiple networks. Fraud and declined payments is always a big number in the payment processing ecosystem. And then, basically how we can easily bring Web3 and DLT to non-tech savvy users, looking at global regulations, push for more transparency. So all in all, Howlite is in a great position to bring the best of Web3 to the traditional payments world. Thank you.